Alrighty. Right here. Welcome, welcome. Good and happy Monday. It's gonna be a chill Monday. Chilling with Marty. Yes, sirree. So, here we are. Farming Simulator 22. And we are on the map called Bloomfield, Canada. Here is the money I have, $181,000. This is the mode we're in. We're in Farm Manager mode. And we've played, is that 12 hours? And possibly, I guess, could be. So let's get into it. This is the mods I have loaded. Basically, this is the mods I have loaded for the other map that I play on, the community map. So I'm not going to bother unloading all that stuff. I may actually use some of it. It's quite, some of it is very, very useful. So yeah, I'm feeling a little frog in my throat today though. All right. So here we are. This does not look anything like Bloomfield, Canada. This looks like Elm Creek. This looks like Elm Creek for some reason. I don't know why. And yes, this is Elm Creek. Okay, let's quit this one. Maybe I just didn't select the map there. Hang on a second. Okay, let's go back to our career. Yeah, I think that's the Elm Creek map right there. So we have to actually select it, then go continue, and start. There we go, Bloomfield, Canada. I didn't even see what was written down here the first time. So yeah, okay. I think we're now loading into Bloomfield, Canada. Sorry, not Elm Creek. Elm Creek is the base kind of default map that they recommend people start on just to kind of get used to the game, you know, that kind of thing. And yes, this looks better. There's our chicken barn. There's our little tiny house. It is 8:32 a.m. September 2nd. And there's our silo. Does it have stuff in it? I think so, eh? Yeah, it's got 400,000 liters of straw and 100,000 liters of wheat. Wheat's going to be for our chickens. 16,000 liters of canola. It's going to be for sale at some point. Here's some of the other stuff that we have. We have the yellow and green lawnmower there for if we're going to do some mowing contracts or some mowing for ourselves. Actually, if we still plan on getting that cow farm just down the road, the milk cow farm, we're going to need lots of grass and stuff, and that mower and this thing here, the foraging wagon, will definitely come in handy. We also have a bit of solid fertilizer, 1,500 or so liters, and this is what we mowed in anticipation of buying that cow barn. So this is now, it's still fermenting. It's at 42%, 41%, there you go, 42, so on, 43. So when that gets to 100%, it'll be totally silage, and that will be good for the cows. Here's our harvester and the header for the harvester. I should get a little cleaning thingy. Let's see if I can find that. That will be. Is that in here? Containers, production, animals, decoration, landscaping. Is it in decoration? Don't think it's in decoration. Decoration is mostly like fences. Production. Yeah, okay. Stuff to melt, snow melter and water. So yeah, you can implement things to throw snow into. It'll turn it into water, of course, and then you can use it, blah, blah, blah. if you need water. So some of the types of barns do require you to have water. Here's what I'm looking for. This thing. With this machine, you can clean dirty vehicles. Okay, let's see. Where are we? Okay, so this is one of the very few games that I played that I use this thing. Yeah, my controller, because some of the functionality in this game is so much easier with the controller. So I'm going to tuck this thing in here, right here by the by that tree. $4,500 for that little power spray machine. And oh, where'd it go? Okay, we'll put that right there. And the reason I have that, of course, is because, let's see, my equipment here is kind of dirty. This thing in particular. Yeah, it's pretty dirty. So here's how you clean your stuff. Just go over by the sprayer there. Get out of your gear and turn on the washer. Activate the hand tool with B. You just kind of go over it like that a few times. Cleans it off. There you go. That's pretty clean there now. So if you were to walk around, you don't need to clean the whole thing, see? The pressure washer's hose restricts you from going any further. So yeah, you just need to like kind of hose down one side. It does the rest for you. So there it is. My harvester is now clean. I'm going to slide it back where it was. Your gear does get dirty as you use it. I'm surprised my mower is not more dirty than it is, because I think we did use that. Yeah, it's not very dirty. Okay, anyway, clean your gear. It's purely aesthetic. Has no functional purpose in the game aside from aesthetics, as far as I'm aware. Okay, so on my description, I mentioned something about contracts. So I'm going to try a few contracts today, just to see if we can bump up our income a little bit. The contracts on this map are not all that lucrative, but we'll try some. Let's see, we have some baling contracts. That's mowing and turning your grass into bales. I'm going to pass on that. Cultivating, I'm going to pass on. Fertilizing. Okay, there are different contracts here now than there was this morning. Okay, let's see. Fertilizing field 42. 42 is here. Okay, that'll work. Let's go. Did I actually select it already? No. Okay, fertilize field 42. We do not have a fertilizing wagon at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this guy's equipment. Although I should probably buy... Do I have a fertilizing wagon? I don't think so, eh? No, this is a... this is not for fertilizing, right? No, it's a Titan trailer. That's for carrying stuff around, like your different products and stuff. If you're going to sell it or put it in a silo, you can carry it around in that trailer. So a fertilizing trailer, let's see, 176,000 we have. We'd be looking at this section here, the tools, and we'd be looking at either the fertilizer spreaders or the sprayers, because you can spray liquid fertilizer. But I think maybe we're going with one of these. Now these are all similar in their function. The main difference is the size of the bin, how much stuff they hold. So basically the entry level one holds 3,200 liters. This one can hold, depending on the configuration you choose, between 9,000 and 14,000. And I think this is the one I was looking at here. This one takes 10,000. Although, let's see how much this one costs if you boost it up to 14,000 like that. So that one costs 46. You know what? Maybe we should do that. Spreading discs, 6 meter spreading unit. Okay, you see what happens there. For an extra few dollars, you can change how wide you spread your fertilizer from 12 meters to 18 meters. So for $54,375, we could buy this wagon, and it will spread 14,000 liters of whatever over an 18 meter wide swath. So this guy is a fixed item. It does a little less in its maximum capacity, 10,000 liters, but it can spread 42 meters wide, which might sound better, but at 42 meters, this thing will probably run out kind of quicker than the other one, right? At 14,000. But it spreads more than twice as wide across. So that's why I think I was looking at this one. And again, the maximum configuration for this one comes in at around 56,000 and change. So for an extra 9,000, you could spread more than twice the width. Lancer Maximus. Okay, what does this one do? 36 meters. And again, we have a small tank, so less convenient, I guess. Yeah, I think maybe we'll go with the Amazon. It'll just take us a shorter amount of time to customize. Yeah, there's only one configuration here. You can have, I think, maybe narrow tire, standard. Yeah, you can put a license plate on it. You can change the brand of the wheels. But bottom line is your configuration here, 10,000 liter tank and 42 meter wide spread is fixed, and you can go 18 kilometers an hour. Oh, I just wanted to check about how fast this one can go. Now it's the same speed. So if I make it maximum there, 6 meter spreading unit. So if I max it out, yeah, we're still at 18 kilometers an hour. Let's go with the Amazon. It's green. Okay, so we'll buy that. We'll have to run down to the shop to get it. And we'll have to get some fertilizer too. Now the thing is, now this contract, I don't need to borrow the stuff anymore, right? So I can just accept the contract. It says here, fertilize field 42 with any type of fertilizer, liquid, solid, soil, or manure. So we're going to accept the contract. It's going to end up here. And what we're going to do now is send our tractor, not that one, this guy. We're going to send that guy. We're going to reset it down to the shop where we can also pick up our fertilizer spreader, that guy there. And, oh crap. Yeah, I need to be down there. So let's go and do that. And what is it I got here? Liquid fertilizer. So at some point I must have bought some liquid fertilizer. But with this outfit here, I need to buy solid fertilizer. So the solid.
Cool. I don't think I would find this fun.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things.
But you do, and that is more important.
Yeah, I mean, it's to me, it's interesting. It's based on. This is actually a learning tool that some colleges use to teach about different farming technologies and stuff like that. So, I mean, from that perspective alone, it's it has some value. But for me, it's fun. You get to drive around all these things, and um, you can mod the game too, so things don't take as long as they otherwise would. Okay, so I'm just going to buy some solid fertilizer. I don't think it matters which one. Um, I said 10,000 liters, right? So let's fill it up halfway and see how far we get. Okay, so that's our fertilizer. There's the bags there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in my tractor. I'm going to scoop up the fertilizer spreader right here. Just attach that to the back of the tractor, right? And then we're going to go ahead and fill the fertilizer spreader with this solid fertilizer. Now, as you see, the top opens up automatically. So refill the spreader. I think it only takes one. It only takes one bag at a time. So you gotta refill every time. Yeah. So Mage, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I don't expect this will be for everybody, but it's fun. It's fun for me. It's chill for sure. No shooting and looting, so very much a chill game. So there's that. Okay, so we're half. Our bin is half full there. That probably going to be enough to fertilize this field. And this is where we are down here. The shop is down at the bottom, and the field we're fertilizing is right here. Now there's multiple ways to get there. This, what you're looking at here, is a train. That red line is a train track that goes right up through the map. Trying to figure out the best way to get there. I think it might be to go around here, and there's a road going right here. I'm not sure we can get there if we try cutting through here somewhere. Might not be able to get there that way. So we'll go around. Not a big deal. So if you want to have a few laughs watching me crash my my equipment here, it's probably going to happen because I tend to have a heavy, well, let's just call it a heavy finger on the controller. It's not a heavy foot. There's no feet action going on. Although I have been thinking about getting a steering wheel, not strictly for this game, but for all the games that I use that I drive vehicles like Breakpoint, State of Decay, so on. Now I think the road is coming up here on the right. Here's the horse barn on our right, that orange building there. We could buy that and buy some horses and go that way. That's something we might be doing down the road. Now I think this is where we're going. I think our field is down here, if I'm not mistaken. Certainly hope so. Double check that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're going the right way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can just drive over the train tracks at any point if you have to, but there's intersections, level crossings. On some maps with train tracks, you have bridges and stuff like that that you go over or under the tracks or whatever. Oh, speaking of bridge, here's one here. So this one actually has a bridge. Cool. Okay. And here is our field that we're going to be fertilizing right here. Now we have a very wide swath going to be happening here. 42 meters is quite wide. So I'm just going to take this thing perspective back a little bit because I want to see how wide 42 meters is. So basically what we need to do is turn on the fertilizer. Yeah, you see we're actually fertilizing a very wide swath here. So on the bottom of the map you see there's a compass. We're going in the direction pretty much directly south. 179, there it is. 180, that's directly south. We can put the AI on if we want to. I press B on my controller and the tractor drives itself. It will turn itself around and it will complete this job for me. But you see the money rolling off on the top right there. That's because I'm actually paying the AI, right? Now, depending on what your strategy is, you can have your AI do a lot of stuff. You can do like 2 and 3 and 4 things at the same time, basically, when you have your AI doing some of it, right? So if I was to turn on my AI to do this, I would probably just sign up for another contract and kick that one up, right? Get that one going. Okay, now the only thing about this contract is that I can't see where the other lane came down. I can't see the edge of the fertilized lane. I think you can probably see it on one of these maps. Not necessarily that one, but no, you can't even see it here. Okay, well, I better get going because I didn't turn off my fertilizer there. It just keeps throwing fertilizer out, right? If you don't turn it off. So 359. It's not easy to get it going directly, east, west, north, south, but the orientation of the fields generally is along the cardinal points, right? North, south, east, west. So that indicator on the bottom left there is just to give you an idea if you're going straight up and down or straight across or whatever. Sort of like a GPS, I guess. The other two numbers are your coordinates on the grid. So you see the first one is not changing because I'm going directly north and south. My east-west, that's the east-west coordinate, it's not changing. The north-south is changing. Again, I have no clue where this thing starts. I'm hoping I'm covering most of the field. It's going to tell me in my, actually, let me just pause this for a moment. It does tell you in the contract. So if you look at your contract, it tells you, yeah, 55% done. This is a raw kind of indicator because that's all we're doing with this field is we're fertilizing. So there's no other steps. It's not like when you're baling, you need to cut it, then you need to, pick it up and so on and so forth. Or if you're harvesting, you need to harvest it and then you need to deliver it. So there's multiple aspects to a harvesting job. And I think I might do a harvesting job after this one. And of course, your spreader, if you've got a little, a little narrow band that you need to spread, left over that you need to spread, you can reduce the width that you are spreading. That the blue dotted bar sort of thing on the bottom there, that's to give you an idea of how wide your fertilizer is being spread on the field, and you can change that. Okay, I think right about here should be good. So I'm hoping this is going to cover the rest of the field, and we're right at 360 degrees, so pretty much straight north we're going here. Yeah, I think we'll see when we get to the top how much of the field we got covered. And again, the worst thing about a field like this is it's really hard to tell, what you got covered and what you don't, because there's already a crop on it, right? I'm not sure what the crop is here. We could get out and check, but it's not really relevant in the sense that, yeah, I think we're covering pretty much the whole thing here, but I think we might have missed a swath down the other side there. So we're going to have to go over and check maybe. I'm going to shut this off and check the contract. If the contract is completed, then that's going to be it for that. It is completed. Okay, so that's what it says right here, right? Fertilizing contract completed. So that means even if we missed a little band, that's going to be fine. We've used just under 1,250 liters of solid fertilizer. We got quite a bit left. That's good. That's okay, because we're going to use it on our own fields when we do buy the fields that we need for the products that we do need. I'm going to need a wheat field for feeding my chickens. I'm going to need probably 1 or 2 grass fields if I buy the cow barn. I'm going to need 1 or 2 grass fields for feeding the cows. And if I end up with the horse barn as well, I'm going to need something to feed them, oats or barley or whatever it is that they eat. So there it is. That's the fertilizing contract. And now, because we didn't borrow any equipment, we can actually complete the contract anytime. Basically, that'll throw the contract money into our account, sort of like this. Collect. The contract disappears from up here, and the money is now in our account. Just under $10,000 we made fertilizing that gentleman's field. So now we're going to bring our fertilizing wagon back to the homestead and park that. Let's see, what else was I thinking of doing? Harvesting. I was thinking of doing a harvesting contract. That one might be a lot quicker, because I did buy a harvester that is a modded harvester. So that one should be, but actually it depends, because there are contracts there that require different kinds of harvesters. Let's see, wheat, oats, barley, canola, soybeans, sorghum. There's might be a few others that require a certain type of harvester and header, but there are other crops like carrots and beets and potatoes that require specialized harvesters, and I do not have a harvester for those. So depending on what contract is available, I may have to borrow the equipment. So we'll take a look at that as soon as we park this vehicle. We'll take a look at that and see what harvesting contracts are available the field on the in white here on the right, that's there's nothing growing on it yet, as far as I'm aware. That's lime that has been spread there. The field, the brown one on our right now, that's been plowed, so it's ready for crop. And the one on the left is actually, the crop is actually growing there. The one we're on, the tractor is driving on now, is a grass field that we harvested last time. So right now we're just going to park this thing next to the other wagons. Going to undo it here. Now, like I said, if there's a harvesting contract that allows us to use our harvester, header, and this wagon, then we'll go ahead and do that. So let's see, the harvesting contract is on field 12. It's for red beets. And that's the same contract that was there this morning. Now, I need to borrow this guy's harvester to harvest that. Unless I buy my own. And let's see. Do I have enough money? 112,000. I don't think I have enough money to buy my own beet harvester. So this would be, actually this would be the harvester I would buy. It's 350,000. Hang on a second. Maybe we can buy it, because we did buy a field. We bought this field up here. Yeah, we won't have enough money. We bought this field up here to harvest, I think it might have been wheat the last time. And we can sell it now, because there's nothing growing on it. We didn't plant anything else on it. So this is the field in question here. This is the filter, the growth filter on the right, and the yellow ones is ready to harvest. So the yellow ones are, well, this is red beet. See right there, red beet. That's the color. That's the same thing with field number 1 up here. It's red beet. And field 41 and 45 are, so this one is parsnip and this one is carrot, right? That's parsnip and that's carrot, right? Those are also ready to harvest, but they also require specialized harvesting implements. So I can't afford that at the moment. So what's going to happen is I'm going to borrow the equipment, harvest field 12. It might take me a bit because, yeah, borrow items, harvesting. So now we got to go down and get the items. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to use my own trailer. I might use his tractor, but I'm going to use my own trailer, more than likely. Actually, this first trailer is not bad. Let's see how much, what the capacity of that trailer is. So you can tell the capacity. As soon as you attach it, it tells you the capacity on the bottom right. There's the attach. No, it doesn't. Okay. We'll tell you the capacity here. No, it just tells you what it is. Rudolph TDK 301 RP. So if we go into our purchase menu, into the trailers here, we should see the Rudolph 301 TDK RP. That's it there. $31,000. This one holds 18 and a half cubic meters, which is equivalent to 18,500 liters. And you can stack just about anything in that trailer. As you can see on the bottom, this is all the stuff you can put in it. You can put pretty much anything in that trailer. The one I have is it even on this one? Yeah, I think it's this one here. How much was the Rudolph? 31,000. Mine was 20,000 plus bulk crops unrealistic. Bulk crops unrealistic 2. So I think this is the one I bought here. 5,000 cubic meters. So enormous amount of capacity. It's unrealistic, right? That's what I bought, so that I don't have to keep shuttling back and forth between the vendor and the harvester. So yeah, and as far as headers, you got beat technology. That's the headers for the beat technology. You got 2 different headers depending on the beets that you harvest. Let's see. There's a sugar beet header, and this one will cut a swath. I think it's like, what is it? Working width. Okay, the standard working width is the width of the header, right? 4 meters, it says right here. So if you make it unrealistic, you can see you can go to 10 meters, 20 meters. You can cut a 50 meter wide swath with this header, with the unrealistic header and harvester. And crop guides. Of course, you could change the colors and stuff. But yeah, if you choose like a really wide, unrealistic working width, it'll take you no time at all to harvest your crops. I don't know if I'm going to go with 50 meters, but I'll probably do a 20 meter wide unrealistic when I can afford it, and I'll show you. I'll demonstrate what effect that has. My my grain harvester cuts a slightly wider swath as well, but here we've borrowed the equipment because we don't have the equipment. We can't afford the equipment. I could lease it. That's an option too, right? I can lease the equipment, but that doesn't, it doesn't make it ours, right? So, okay, field 21 is way up there. I'm going to drive this tractor right over here. So let's go. We'll bring this over. If this is not adequate for carrying the beets that we're harvesting, if we need to do more than one load, I'm just going to go ahead and pick up my trailer. I'm going to use his tractor. It'll be his gas. And yeah, that's another thing. When you're driving along here, you're using up gas, and you're using up your vehicle. In other words, you're going to need to maintain your vehicle at some point. The bars on the right bottom of the screen, the orange bar is the vehicle condition, and the green bar is the gas. The little wrench next to the orange bar signifies the condition, and the little gas tank on the bottom signifies that the green bar is for gas. So when you're out of gas, you got to go buy more. Money out of your pocket, right? So we're going to go up here, run over some deer. Excuse me, ladies. And we're going to go over this way. Our field is just beyond that tree line. Here's the cow barn. This is the cow barn I was talking about picking up. I think it's the medium barn, and I don't think it requires water. Now let's see, the field we're harvesting is over here. So I'm just going to lodge the tractor right here for now. and we're going to go back and pick up the harvester. So this is a big clunky old thing. If you buy the Lizard Colossus, your harvester will probably travel 3 or 4 times as quick as this one. So you'll get where you're going faster. And again, you have the option of buying a harvester with a much bigger bin on it. And yeah, so I'm not sure. I don't remember if this harvester requires the tractor to be upside next to it. There are some configurations out of the box that require you to be driving your tractor right up next to your harvester. That's a bit of a challenge right there for sure, because you got to match the speed, and you got to match. Well, you got to be right under the pipe, right, or the belt that's feeding your trailer, right? So this will be a harvesting contract of beets, and we're not going very fast. 27 kilometers an hour. Again, here's our horse barn. This is a small map. It's a small kind of personal map. There are two kinds of multiplayer modes in this game. You can play on online servers, which is what I've been doing with our friend Katrin and Delta and Mo and a few other people's Chaotic Serenity. That's a lot of the group that does No Man's Sky as well. So yeah, we've been on a multiplayer map. I think it's a 16x map, 4x or 16x. Scott, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. So I'm doing a beet harvesting contract, and I'm really hoping this thing doesn't require me to drive the tractor up next to it, because that's going to be a real challenge. I'm hoping I can put this thing, if that's the case, I'm going to need to put this thing in AI mode and then just crank the tractor up next to it and keep it going like that. Like I said, if the trailer is too small, I'm just going to go up and fetch my own, because I know it's an oversized trailer. Now here's the field. So what we need to do is we need to unpack this harvester. Unfold, I guess they call it. Unfold the harvester. There goes the belt I was talking about. And I'm wondering if... Yeah, let's just go ahead and lower the harvester. That lowers the front of it. We're going to turn it on. Reserve for contract work. Yeah, that's what we're doing. And you see the belt is actually going there. So I'm starting to wonder if this thing... There's no... Oh, there's no...
I'm getting corner gas vibes.
Corner gas. This is Saskatchewan, I think. So it doesn't really look much like Saskatchewan, but... Okay, what just happened to all my beets? There's no bin in this tractor, so I think... I'm gonna have to pull in with my my tractor. If not, if I don't do that, I'm gonna spend, half the stream running back and forth to the vending point. Now the field I'm doing is number 12, and I believe that's the really long one right down here. Yeah, so I think I might have to turn on the AI for the harvester, and I'm just going to have to drive this thing up next to it to capture all the beets that are coming off the harvester. I think that's how it's going to have to work for this contract. It's going to take forever. It does not cut a very wide swath, as you can tell. If you have one of the modded harvesters and headers, and you can make very, very quick work of this. The actual modded harvester also has a bin that captures the harvested goods. Now let's see. Okay, so here goes the beets. We got 600 liters of beets, and what we're going to need to do is get this thing going. Can I hire AI just like that? Yeah. Where's my frickin'... Is this it? Yeah, okay. So this is what I have to do. I have to drive the tractor with the trailer right up next to the beet guy. Keep the same speed. Keep the same distance away from him so that I'm capturing all the beets. Can't go too fast, can't go too slow. Can't veer away or veer into him. This is the challenge I was talking about there, Mage. I don't know if you're still there, Mage, but this is part of the driving challenge, right? Takes a lot of concentration to get it just right. That's why they have mods on this game, is to avoid having to do stuff like this. I was just looking at the Colossus harvester, beet harvester, and a header, and those allow you to cut an extremely wide swath on the field, and the harvester actually has a bin that can hold the material, so you don't have to drive any tractors up alongside like this thing. So this is one of the driving challenges in this game, and I might just lease a Colossus harvester just to finish off this contract, because this is extremely tedious, and we got to go up and down the whole damn field. So I might just do that, just to show you what the mod does. We'll stop at the top of the field here, and I will lease the Colossus equipment. We'll just put this gentleman's harvester, we'll park it up at the top of the field here. And what happens when you're done with the contract, and you collect, the equipment disappears. Now, because we're going to be leasing a harvester, that harvester will not disappear. This one will disappear, and the other tractor with the 2 trailers will also disappear when we collect this contract. So if we can... This is a very long field. That's a bummer. See what happens? If you go too far, the harvester stops. So you got to stay right there, right in the middle kind of thing. Make sure it doesn't get away from you. Now, I'm not sure that other trailer would have been able to pick up 16,000 liters of beets. As you can see in the bottom right corner, the beet count is going up. 17,000, 17,500. So I'm not sure what the capacity is of that other one, but I'm pretty sure it's not this much. So we would have had to go to the vendor or the sale point, dump out the beets, and come back and start over again, like continue where we were, right? So, yeah, more paintage in the buddage. Oh, I got too far again. If you go too far or not far enough, the harvester stops. Okay, we're coming up to the end of the field here. And I'm going to go and lease that equipment just to show you what difference it makes. This thing takes 5 rows of beets at a time. And one pass yields just over 24,000 liters of beets. There's the 24, just clicked over 24. So we're going to let this empty out, and then we're going to park these 2 vehicles. Okay, now the harvester's not going to move from there because well, actually he is. Look at that. I'll be damned. Okay, let's go back and stop this guy. Dismiss the AI. Okay, we've just dismissed the AI worker. So now the money's going to stop rolling off our total up on the top right there. And we're actually going to fold this harvester. Now, so here's what I was talking about. The beet harvester, that's this guy. You can have a standard configuration, or you can boost it up. This should boost up this number right here, 43 cubic meters, at least that number. Yeah, okay. 250, 2,500. That's the size of the bin on the harvester. So this harvester can collect everything it harvests. It doesn't need to feed it out on a belt. 43, 253, 2,500. So there's the big one right there, 2.5 million liters. We can also increase the horsepower of the harvester, max 3,500. And of course, commensurate speed, 242 kilometers an hour. I don't think we need to go that fast. No, that's not what I meant to. I meant to push this one back down, so I don't necessarily need it going 240 kilometers an hour. Everything else we can keep as is. Its colors, lights, and so on. For the sake of the demonstration, so we're going to lease it. Yeah, and we're also going to lease a beet header. So this is, no, I need the other header. Where's the other header? I need the header for is it here? No. I need the header for the everything else. Here it is. So root crop header unrealistic. Okay, let's see what it says. Carrots, parsnip, and red beets. That's what we're harvesting now, red beets. So if we go in here, again, we're gonna tweak how wide a swath this thing cuts. The normal standard one is 4 meters wide. It's the width. It's the same width as the other harvester we were working with. We can go to a 50 meter swath if we want. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it go 20 meters. Crop guides. Okay, let's go with a red crop guide. And we're going to lease that as well. So that stuff should all be in the shop. And if we go on the map down here, we should see our harvester. And our header is over there. So let's go ahead and hook up our header. Let's see, how are we going to do this? I'm running over stuff. Okay, I need to get out. Yeah, running over the planter there. What am I hitting now? The building? Wow. This thing is very unruly. Then again, everything is an obstacle, pretty much. Okay, so here's our header. And we're going to get an opportunity here to attach it, I hope. Oh, is it backwards? No, there it is. Okay, so that's the root crop header. And we're going to go ahead and, yeah, very unruly. Hard to drive this thing. Most harvesters are quite difficult to drive. And you see this thing really motors, right? No dicking around with this thing. Those red lines, that's how wide the swath is going to be when we start harvesting our beets. So we might be able to harvest our beets in 2, maybe 3 passes. I would say 3, maybe 4, but you know, it's going to be like, and the speed too, right? So it's going to be a heck of a lot quicker. The passes are going to be quicker, and they're going to be like 4 or 5 times as wide, right? What did I say? 20? Is it a 20 meter swath as opposed to a 4 meter swath? So 5 times as wide. Now I'm going to start at the bottom here, probably. So let's just go over to the bottom. This thing really motors too, right? When you're driving around narrow streets like on some of the maps, you really got to be careful with these modded machines because very easy to okay, can I actually get in there? Let's see if I can back it up. That's too far over to the right. I need to be over this way a little bit. A little bit more maybe. Okay, let's see. That's almost directly north. Okay. What you want to do here is you want to switch to the harvester, unfold the harvester. That opens up the bin basically. Switch over to the header. So you can turn the harvester on from the header menu. We're on the header menu now. So the header is already unfolded. For some reason. So we're going to unfold the header. There's the swath. We're going to lower the header and we're going to turn it on. Turn on the harvester. So now, what's happening? Oh, it is working. Okay. So here's where you see what difference it makes. We're going about 4 or 5 times the speed, and we're doing 5 times the width, and all the product is going into the bin. Now for shits and giggles, if we wanted to, we could empty the bin into the tractor. Let's see, pipe out. Got to be careful here, not to hook the telephone pole with the pipe. There we go. 80,000 liters of beets into the tractor. Okay, we're going to stick the pipe in, and we're going to play this all over again. Very unruly, this equipment. It's hard to maneuver. It's hard to get it exactly where you want it. Now, the fun thing about it though is that because it cuts so wide, you don't have to be so precise, right? Okay, so we're going to lower the header again, turn on the harvester, and away we go. Make sure we're doing pretty much due south, 180.1. That's pretty close. Can we get it at 180? Pretty close. Yeah, so 2 passes for the lower end of the field down here is going to be more than enough. And it's going to be probably up and down again for the rest of the field. So you see you have to really put on the brakes quite a ways up from the end, or else you're going to end up in the bush. And here, I don't think we can get the rest of it in one pass, but we can certainly get it in 2. Absolutely. So 359.9, that's almost due north. We should be able to get these this stripe in 2 passes. And again, 22.5 million liters. We're not even at what are we at? 200,000, 220, 230,000. So we got a long way to go before this bin fills up. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check my contract and see what the who the buyer is for these beets. And I'm either going to drive my tractor down or the tractor down to pick up. If the selling point is at the bottom of the map, I'm going to pick up the beets down here. If not, I will, well, let's turn this off. Okay, turn the harvester off and fold the header. We don't need that anymore. So that's how quick modded equipment will harvest your field for you, right? So on the contract it says harvest the red beet in field 12 and take the product to fast food restaurant. So to find out where your dump station is, you need to look at the product on your list. Right here. There's the list right here, that graph. Look at the product, and there's the fast food restaurant, right? And then you can click on tag the place, and it'll show you where that place is on the map. Now the fast food restaurant is right here on the bottom right corner of the map. That's where we need to take the product. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it into this tractor. That's the fellow's tractor. I'm going to unhook his trailer. I'm going to go up and get my own trailer because it has an enormous capacity. I'm pretty sure it has the capacity to take all the beets out of that harvester. I'm going to go up and get the trailer, dump the beets into it from the harvester, and then drive the beets down into the fast food restaurant. I don't know who's eating at a fast food restaurant that eats beets, but anyway. I mean, I like beets, pickled beets, you know, they look purple inside of a jar, but they're okay. I mean, they're supposed to be very healthy for you. So there's that, you know. So once I've dumped everything here, we're probably going to get a little bit of credit for excess product. We're probably going to get a little money back for excess product harvested. Okay, this one I'm going to unhook. This is going to go back onto my field over here. Eventually, I'll come back and get that. That's going to disappear. This one is going to pick up this trailer. I'm going to use his tractor, his gas, but I'm going to use my trailer because it has an enormous capacity. Right now there's 170,000 liters of beets in there. That's one pass with the default harvester, right? And the harvester, the Colossus that I just used, did, what did it do? 3 passes? 4 passes. Up, down, up, down. It did not even 4 passes, and it picked up the rest of the beets in the field. And we're about to find out exactly how much. Now we got to get back into the harvester to put the pipe out. It's got 343,000 liters of beets. So now we're just going to drive this tractor or this trailer right underneath the pipe here. And that's going to empty out. Wow, is that ever quick? There it is, 500,000 liters of beets. That harvester and header we can leave there. Actually, what we're going to do is, because all the product is out of it, I'm going to is this our leases? No, where's the leases? Is this it? No. There's a tab here for leased equipment. Where is it? Product chains, list contracts, settings, animals, finances, vehicle overview. Okay, you can't return it from here. Is it the purchase menu? I think it is. Yeah, that's what it is too. Used vehicle sale. Here's the leased items. So I'm going to return these now. And it's going to tell me how much it cost to lease that vehicle. So select that. We'll return that. Okay. So it does cost you to lease, and you can see that the vehicles have disappeared. That's because we've ended the leases on them. That's all we needed it for, just to go up and down the field a couple of times. You could see why somebody would want to buy that equipment, right? In playing this game, it's a huge time saver. Before we had these mods on our community map, it would take forever to do anything, harvesting or stuff like that, right? It would absolutely take for hours and hours and hours. As you can very well see, it takes you a couple of minutes to get up the field, and you got to do like 30, 40 passes, right? And then some. So we're going to go down and put this into the and in fact, you see there's a green stripe over there on the map in that image. That's where we're going actually. When we tag that place in our list, our product list, we tagged the buyer. That's what happens in the actual game. You get a big green stripe like that. It's actually a cylindrical kind of a light that comes up. There it is. That's where we're going. Right down the street here. So like I said, gas station. Here's the gas station here. You can reset your tractor if you run out of gas. Just reset it to the shop here and then drive over to the gas station. Buy some gas. Now when we complete our contract, that trailer right there that's sitting in the shop, that's going to disappear. This red tractor will also disappear. So what I'm going to do before I complete the contract, I'm going to drive my trailer back up to my farm. So that way I won't have to drive my tractor all the way down here, pick up the trailer, and then drive it all the way back up with my own tractor. I'll do it with his tractor, his gas, and that'll be done. Okay, so we're selling, here's the fast food restaurant. I think we need to go around the back. Can I manage this? Nope. Hit Buddy's car. This is a tight squeeze here. This is a pretty tight squeeze, but it can be done. Okay, now, can we dump it here? If the dump menu is on, oh, there it is. Start overloading red beet. So, right bumper, Y. There goes the beets. Now that 90,000 our money up in the top right corner, that should increase a little bit because we're going to get, like I said earlier, we're going to get a bit of money for surplus crop that we harvested probably. There it goes. So we got $15,373 of harvest income. That's the excess red beets that we harvested beyond what the farmer was expecting. And of course, we have our harvest contract income that we will gather as soon as we complete the contract. Like I said, I want to drive this tractor up. You notice something about this tractor. Even that Colossus harvester drives even way faster than this tractor. I don't know if there's a Colossus tractor. There are tractors that go faster than this, but by and large, they're not that fast. And they don't have to be, right? It's not like you're I guess it can be. If you're doing if you're foraging, you're probably using a tractor. So it would be nice to have a tractor that goes 100 kilometers. This guy, last week, there was a car that pulled right across the intersection there and T-boned me going down a road like this. I don't remember what it was I was driving, but car just didn't even stop, just went right through and T-boned me. No damage done, of course, but it's just a little frustrating to know that cars coming into the intersection there from the left, it's almost like they don't have to stop. They don't have to stop. Doesn't matter. No damage. Damage is off, I think. I think damage is off by default. You can turn traffic off too, by the way. Now we're bringing our trailer back, so I'm not going to bother driving it through the field again. I'm just going to go up the road. My pedal is to the metal here. My finger is all the way pressed on the accelerator. This is as fast as this tractor goes with this trailer. I don't know if it goes any faster when it's trailerless, but it does not go any faster than this with the trailer. But then again, maybe it does go faster if you're going downhill. I don't know. There's not a lot of hills here in Saskatchewan, right? I think it's Saskatchewan. Well, it's not the huge wheat fields of Saskatchewan, of course, but, you know, Saskatchewan isn't all huge wheat fields. There are smaller areas like this too, I'm sure. Smaller farms. There's some corn on our left, I believe. That looks like it's going to be ready soon. Anybody have the peaches and cream yet this year? I think we've had a couple of rounds of that already. It is September, so it should be. It should definitely be in your shops. Whether it's the farmers market you're shopping at or your grocery store. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to deposit this right here. I'm going to detach it, and I'm going to drive over here. Now I can complete the contract. And so here's what it looks like when you complete the contract. Right? Harvester and tractor. There's a trailer down the other end of the field, and there's one at the shop too that are going to disappear. So here's the contract. It's paying us almost $26,000 minus the lease of his equipment, so just under $25,000. We're going to collect that, and the gear is now gone, and we've now received $24,538 of contract income, bringing our total to $130,000. Okay, good. So that is a harvesting contract. Let's see, there's only one other contract that I wanted to look at right now, and that is a plowing contract. Plowing field, this one, field 49. Field 49 is 46, 47, 48, 45, 46, 47, 48. Where the hell is 49? Oh, there it is. Okay. So you see the growth. It looks like it's already plowed. According to this, it's already plowed. Don't know why the contract would still be out for that. Plow field 49, loosen soil, prepare for sowing the next crop. So he has a tractor and a plow that we can use. I do not have a plow. We do have $130,000. We can buy a plow if we need to. Let's just see what's on the go with plows. You know what? I'm not going to buy a plow because generally what I'm going to be doing is using a seeder that does this at the same time. Possibility to seed directly. No previous cultivating or plowing is necessary. So I'm likely going to buy one of these when I need to seed. One of these jobbies here. They're a little more expensive, but you don't need to plow your field. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take this plowing contract. Let's see, what's field 52? 52 is a little bit longer but narrower. Let's go with field 49. That one I might let the AI run on it. I will borrow his items. And that plowing contract should be... Did it not? Oh, it disappeared. What? Oh, that's weird. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to plow a field. Well, let's see. Field 41 or 52. 41 is this one. 52 is this one. Let's go with 52. Yeah, like I said, that looked like it was already plowed. It's purple, right? So it's plowed. I don't know why it would show up on the contracts. Maybe it was there since this morning and then somebody else magically done it. 52. Accept the contract. No, we're going to board the items. Plowing. Field 52. Okay. I'm just going to leave that. Actually, no. Let's put that back. Then we'll go down to the shop and gather the equipment for our contract. Quite likely a tractor and a plow. So yeah, you can see the Colossus harvester. That mod makes this game a lot shorter. Okay, that's that. Now we don't have to start and stop our vehicles all the time in this game, so that's good. Once we skip to another vehicle, this one will stop. I guess that's how it works. So we can just scroll through. There's the tractor we just borrowed, and the plow is the blue thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to there's a little thing next to the plow. It's a weight, and the weight goes on the front of the machine. So I'm just going to put that on, and it's going to make the plowing job a little bit easier. Then we're just going to hook this up, and I'm going to just get a quick reminder of what field we're plowing. 52. Okay, so we're going to go down around the corner, and we can actually take a left and then go up here and plow. Yeah, I think that's probably the best thing to do. Okay. Let's see if we have traffic going to cut us off at the pass here again. That's really annoying. Didn't happen this time. Good. This is a pretty big plow, but some of the plows, they go kind of diagonally, and it's kind of weird, but yeah. What I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to set the AI to this thing, and I might do something else in the meantime. I won't do another harvesting contract. I think there's only carrots and stuff like that left for harvesting. And if we were going to do that, we should have kept our harvester, because there's an initial cost for leasing, and then there's a per hour cost. Now, the fact that the harvester works very, very quickly, the Colossus, kind of offsets all that costing stuff. But just the fact also that there's an initial cost would have meant that we should have kept the harvester if we were planning on doing more than one harvesting contract. Okay, let's see. Field 52. Oh, this is Field 52. The white one right here. Okay, that's pretty big. Let's unwrap all this gear, and let's just see what it does. I have no clue where the harvester is going to start or stop. Tractors on the field. Unfold the plow. Okay, so that's the first thing you need to do is unfold the plow. And lower the plow. Allow create fields. We're not allowing create fields, no. Is that on or is that off? Limit to fields. Limit to fields. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually hire the AI. Stop. Where are you going, bud? Now you see, this is what I was talking about, right? This plow looks very wide, but in fact it isn't, right? It's actually quite narrow. It's really bizarre. Okay. We're at exactly 90 degrees. The AI is actually doing all the work for us now. And what it's going to do is it's going to go up and down the field and plow the field exactly like that. It's going to take a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something else, which is take a look at our finances vis-a-vis the options we have for crops and for fields that we can buy. Now, we were looking at this last week. Just going to go over to my browser here and bring up the wiki that explains chickens and what you need to feed them. So feeding chickens, wheat, barley, or sorghum. Okay, wheat, barley, or sorghum. So there is one extremely large wheat field right here. That's a little bit much, although we could sell the excess wheat. The thing about that is this field costs over $500,000. We're not in that ballpark right now. We're going to sell this one probably. It's only worth 108. Barley. Okay, there's 2 fields of barley. There is 5 and 39. Because our chicken farm is up here, I would tend to lean towards field number 5 for buying. And we know that chickens eat barley. So let's see, 193,000. We have 130 in the bank. And we got 108 for that. So we have enough to buy field number 9 if we want to buy it for the barley that's on it. Now, they also eat sorghum, which is this crop here. There are no fields with sorghum, according to that index. No fields are changing colors when we click on sorghum. There's a lot of fields that don't have anything on them by the looks of this. So our best bet right now is to buy field number 5 with the barley, right next to our field, right next to our chicken barn. And when we look at the growth index, this is actually barley that's growing. So we'll be able to harvest that. Let's see, barley will be harvested in probably October, November, probably November. The green stripe is the sowing, which is the planting season, and the yellow stripe underneath is when you harvest it. So in fact, I'm hoping that this crop will be able to be harvested in November, October, November, and then we'll be able to feed it to our chickens if we need to. So that's our best approach right now. as far as I can see. We can sell this field. Can we sell this field? Yes. Sell this field. We can buy this one. It's worth 193. We have 238. So this is now our field. And what we're going to do is we're going to harvest it when it comes ready. And we have a little bit of money left over. We have $45,000 left over. We can actually harvest this barley with the equipment we have. So we don't need any extra equipment to harvest the barley on our field, which is a bonus, really. I was trying to avoid the baling contracts, but we do have a mower. So field 9 and field 46, 2 baling contracts. So this one, that's grass. I think we mowed that the last time too. But it's ready to, maybe not, maybe we mowed this one. This one's ready to go. And this one down here is also ready to go. The very bottom of the map, right next to the shop. What's the other ones there? 41 and 45 are also ready to go. And that's carrots and parsnip, right? So that might be on the next. No, that's harvesting. That's not baling. That's harvesting. So they're already. Let's see, where are they? Plowing, baling, cultivating, plowing. Oh, okay. Were they already harvested? No, because they would be plowed. Or they would be harvested, I should say. But they're ready to harvest. These two are ready to harvest. They may be on the contract block tomorrow, actually. What did I say was there? Parsnip and carrots, eh? So parsnip and carrots, I think, yeah, down here. So yeah, the harvesting season for parsnip and carrots is from August to November for carrots and August to October for parsnip. So my guess is either the third day, there's 3 days per month here, the third day of September or sometime in October, November for these two crops. So I'm going to go ahead and take the baling contract for field 9. Field 9, just an extra $10,000 and perhaps a little bit of product for us. Accept the contract. Oh, we got to make sure. Yeah, okay. So it says mow the grass in field 9, then bale the grass and wrap it to make silage. So our baler does wrap the bales. Take the bales to the biogas plant. Okay, so, and we do have a trailer, right, if I'm not mistaken. So we can accept this contract. And we can just go right ahead and mow it because, like I said, we got our own gear, right? So this guy's doing his third pass. He's going to take a bit. So we're going to go ahead and move this out of the way a little bit. Going to get into the mower. This is our mower. And we're going to go over to our field. Field number 9. It's not ours. It belongs to that contractor. We're going to mow that, and then we're going to bale it. So when we set up the mower, we're going to make sure to set it up so that it makes a nice swath in the back that can be easily picked up with our baler. Because if you don't do that, then you need to, you probably need to run a wind rower over it to turn it into nice, easily picked up rows. So here's some cars on the road. I'm trying to make sure not to hit cars. And of course, trees, right? Trees are my nemesis in this game. There they are again. Okay, so here is the field of grass we're going to mow. Let's start down the other end. This is field number 9. So we're going to unfold the mower. This will give us an indication of how wide we need or where we need to go. And then we're going to lower the mower, turn on the mower, make sure we're going kind of east. And lift the mower. That row should be fairly easy to pick up with our baler. So here again, we're going to put the mower down, try to get it all one pass like that. Lift it up again. There we go. So we can actually let the AI work at this. It is our tractor, our mower, so the AI will work it for us. Now the only problem with having the AI do it is that you're probably going to get some patches on the ends that won't be mowed. This one should go all the way back, but it won't go beyond the field, see? So we're going to have to go and do that pass ourselves. And I'm pretty sure he's going to do the same thing down the other end here. When you do it manually, you're going to do this stuff yourself, right? Like I did. See, this time he went right to the end. It's because the street is on the other end, I think. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our tractor here, and we're going to grab our baling wagon while the AI is doing that. And we're going to bring our baling wagon over, and we can actually start baling while the mower is working. So that's what I was talking about earlier. We got 3 things going on here, right? We got the mower doing AI. We got the plow with that fellow's equipment. That's AI as well, and he's doing something over there. There's 3 things going on right now, right? And right here, I've got the baling wagon, yeah, that I'm going to start baling with over on the field that we are now mowing with AI. So yeah, you can. Here's one way to mitigate the trees: is get in a little bit closer, a little bit tighter to your the cab of your vehicle. It's not perfect, but well, it's better than crashing your vehicle constantly like I was doing. Well, makes a bit of comic relief, but that's about it. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna
Smiling face with open mouth.
Eric Javier Morales. Good and happy Monday to you, sir. Welcome to the stream. And I don't know that I've seen your name. You might want to subscribe if you like watching this or the other things that I do. Hola, Colombia. Sí.
Hola desde Colombia.
I do not speak Spanish. I understand very, very little. I used to speak a little bit of Portuguese, but not Spanish. So I don't understand what he's saying. There's hello from Colombia. And yeah, hello, Eric. Welcome. So you're watching farm.
I am new in farming.
So do you farm? Do you actually have an actual reality farm, or do you have virtual reality like what I'm doing here? That would be my next question. Do you have an actual farm, or do you play the game, or both? Maybe you do both. Some people do both. I know some people who have farmed and who do farm and actually play this game as well. Because all of this, oh, don't tell me I used the wrong size. Did I? Nope, that's the right size. Okay. Is he done? No, he's not quite done. See, the mower is still going up there, right? He's got 2 more passes to do, probably. That short bit up there. Okay, so we need to turn on auto drop. So here we go. Now there's a little thing there on the end of the baler that makes the bale flip so that it lands on its side instead of landing on the end and rolling around. If your field is on an incline, that's going to be a little bit frustrating. Okay, I'm just going to leave that right there for now. Here's our plow. So he's just going up and down the field here, right? He's on his 5th pass, I guess. 1, 2, something like that. He's got a long way to go. So we're going to go back to our mower. Our mower just finished up. So we can fold the mower now. And what we're going to do is we're just going to leave it here for now. Actually, no. I still want to mow. Yeah, I still want to mow the end down there, don't I? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to unfold the mower. Unfold the mower. Thank you. I'm going to lower the mower. And I'm going to turn it on. So I'm just going to mow this little patch right here. I'm going to pick it back up. And I'm going to come down here to the end where I know that the mower missed a bunch of stuff. Right? Got to be careful of the cars on the road there. Oh, there's poles. There's telephone poles there too, so I've got to watch out for them. So we're going to lower the mower. And we're just going to finish up the job on the end here. This is a baling contract. We probably didn't have to do that. We probably didn't have to do that, what we just did. But it's going to make for a nice, clean contract. So we're going to let the plow continue to do its thing, the AI. We're going to let that complete the plowing job. And what we're going to do here is we're going to continue gathering our bales. Now, because this is a baling contract, we do not have to wait for the bales to ferment. We're going to be able to deliver the bales directly to, and of course, if you look at your contract, it tells you where you got to bring them, right? Biogas plant, right? So as we did before, we look at our list. We look for the silage, which is here. There's a number of buyers for silage, animal dealer and biogas plant. So the biogas plant is where? right down in the bottom left corner of the map. That's where we got to bring our bales. So as soon as we're finished baling, we'll gather them up with our baling trailer. I think we bought a baling trailer last time, didn't we? You keep an eye on the amount of grass we're picking up, 97, 98, 99. When you reach 100%, if you keep going, you're going to miss a patch. So you may as well stop. And then at some point you can go again. And it will continue to fill the baler. It's going to drop the bale right there. Okay, what is it, about 2 bales per row now? So hopefully we have enough space on our trailer to accommodate all the bales that we're about to create. Okay, we'll just leave that one right there. Cut. And that's the foil, I think they call that. I think it's more like plastic, but I don't know for sure. I am not an expert on farming. Not at all. I've learned quite a bit about some of this stuff over the last 6 months, but I mean, some of it is somewhat intuitive, but I mean, this technology and this is all based on real technology, right? Except for the Colossus unrealistic stuff, like this, for example. This is based on real technology, right? There's such a thing as balers that will pick up your grass and make bales out of it, right? And of course tractors. Well, tractors are self-explanatory. You don't need to, I'm sure I don't need to be saying that tractors are real. Tractors are real. Everybody knows tractors are real. So yeah, Eric Javier, by all means, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this stuff. I'm going to probably be streaming Farm Simulator on Monday evenings. Tuesday, my daughter and we do a run of Borderlands. That's a little more violent. It's fun. It's just a fun, a fun type of game that I play with my daughter. She's an adult now, but nevertheless, we do have fun playing that game. Wednesday and Thursdays are Fallout days. So Wednesday, Fallout 76. Thursday is Fallout 4. There is a new season for Fallout 76. Started last week. I rolled a new character straight out of the vault for that, like I've been doing for the past 4 or 5 seasons. And we're going to see if we can achieve all the daily and weekly milestones. Okay, we have a sign here. Oh crap, I didn't see the one on the other side. Ha ha. We have a sign and we have a telephone pole. So I was trying to avoid the sign, but I didn't even see the one on the other side. Knocked it right over. So when I built my homestead over there, I knocked over the somehow I knocked over the mailbox. I don't know how that happened, but anyway. Yeah, so I mean, everything here is an obstacle, right? You can't go through the telephone poles. You cannot go through the trees. You can't go through the buildings. You can't even go through the other cars. Yeah, people you can go through, strangely. If you have people walking around on your map, you can go through them. That does not hurt them, and it does not hurt your vehicle, as far as I'm aware. How many bales we got so far? 8. Oh, 9. Nah. Now you see what I said about you're going to miss a spot if you keep going while you're when your baler is full. Doink. Here, let me see if I can demonstrate that. It's probably going to be full by the time it gets to the other end. So I'm just going to keep going. There's 100. You see how it missed all that stuff? That's because the pickup is off the ground. There's a point where the pickup comes off the ground. Shit, now I got a bale right out in the middle of the road. Okay, let me push that off the road. That's why you stop when it gets to 100%. See, the cars won't go around it. Too funny, eh? The red car coming the other way will go around it, but these guys will stop and wait for me to move the bale. That's too funny. So I'll just push it out of the way. Just like that. Looks like I knocked over another sign too, in my haste. Haste makes waste. So I'm just going to go around again. And start on this one. Okay. So it should stop, right? When it gets to 100% like that, stop. I usually stop and go back a little bit just to make sure I pick up everything, or mostly everything. Eric, you didn't tell us if you're actually farming or you're playing the farming simulator. Don't be shy. Nobody's going to check. It's all good. I have really bad allergies, so I would probably not survive my first week in actual farming. I have allergies to all kinds of living things, plants and animals. So, yeah. This wouldn't be very good for my health. But I like playing the game. The game is fun. It can be challenging. It's challenging to you know, spend your money in the right places at the right times, depending on what your strategy is. It's challenging trying to do as much as possible in the time that you do have. So, like I said, I've got AI doing a plowing contract, and I'm doing this baling contract at the same time. Basically, you know, doubling up on efforts. So, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down the side here so that I don't forget. I'm going to do it now, because if I don't, I'm probably going to forget to do it. There we go. So we got just about all the grass. There's a little tiny tuft of it right here, right up in the corner here, but you know what, I'm not going to worry about that. We have a couple of passes left, these short passes right here. So we'll go ahead and grab those. Oh, full. Better stop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop. You can't unload the baler, I don't think. So if you take like a partial load, say this was the end right here, right? And I didn't have an extra, like another bale, right? You can't unload this thing. Strangely, this is one of the things that you can't do in the game. You can't unload the baler that is partially full, which is kind of weird, but well, it is what it is. So basically, what I might do, it looks like I might have 2 bales, although this stripe here is much smaller than the other one. Yeah, see, here's a bale. I don't know if I have a full bale here with the remaining grass. So what I'm tempted to do is just leave it there and pick it up with my my foraging wagon. Because I think I might have, I think this is enough now. So we're gonna lift the pickup, fold the baler, and we're gonna call that right there for baling. I'm gonna go over and get my my bale wagon. Not my baler, but the bale wagon. That's the wagon I'm going to use to put the bales on to transport them down to the biogas plant. Trees, eh? Trees are my nemesis. Again, you can... Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. If the trees are getting in your way, like I said earlier, you can zoom right in, right? That helps a lot, actually. Helps to mitigate that. Okay, I'm doing something wrong. I'm using the wrong button. I want to turn the vehicle, but I'm using the pad instead of the stick. So this baler has no grass in it. It's empty. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wagon. Oh shoot, do I have a wagon? Yes, I think I do. It's that red thing there. Good. Starting to sweat there for a second. that red wagon, that's a bale wagon. It picks up bales. So here we go. We're going to pick this up. Don't pick up our bales and deliver them to the biogas plant. That other red wagon there, that's my foraging wagon. When I come back, I'm going to forage the rest of the grass with that. I'm just going to take a look at my my plowing contract. Yeah, you see, he's not even halfway done, right? So I can probably do another contract or 2 while he's finishing that, right? We'll see how it goes. Let's finish this one first. Now, we didn't borrow any equipment for this, so we don't have any costs related to that. Can you guys hear me okay? Because my mouth is pretty far from my microphone. Is this better here now, or? That's what I meant to do right here. Meant to get in close so my view is not being obscured by the trees. Okay, so here's the bales. And what we need to do is we need to put the baling, the pickup in operating position, and it will automatically pick up all the bales, throw them onto the wagon. Now after 3, the wagon needs to push the 3 bales down to make room for another row. Just like that, see? So now we just keep going like this.
What is this nonsense? Something smells like poop. LOL.
Yeah, I did fertilize something earlier. You might be right. How are you doing, Ed? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. My regular greeting, huh? How are you doing this evening, sir? How's life in the big smoke today? So, Old Explorer is the Baron of the Big Smoke, for those who are not aware. We got a new viewer here, Ed. Eric Javier Morales, coming from Colombia. He says he's new in farming. Now, I'm not sure if he's an actual farmer or if he's playing this game. I asked, but...
I am okay, thanks. How is life in the Beavertail City?
Beavertail City? It's kind of cold here today, actually. I don't even think it hit 20 degrees here today. I think we might have had frost last night. So that was kind of weird. Okay, are there any left down there? So that's it, eh? That's it for bales. We have 15 bales. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows of 3 bales. We have 15 bales. I don't know how much the owner is expecting. What we're going to do is we're going to drive these down to the biogas plant and hope that that's enough. It should be. I suspect he's expecting maybe 12, 13 bales, and we will be compensated for the other 2 bales that we just harvested for him. So I'm driving here like this because, as you know, Ed, probably trees are my nemesis, and fortunately there's no hedges on this map. There are some ditches, but not terrible. Lots of trees along the side of the roads, though. Lots of big trees. And I have ended up in the trees. So I like to go all out, right? I'm going full speed here. My finger is completely down on the throttle here, so all out. It's the only way to go. Right, Ed? Okay, I'm going a little crooked here, so I better watch myself or I'm going to end up in somebody's yard. Gotta look at my compass on the bottom there. 179.9. It's really hard to make it go perfectly straight. And even when you're going perfectly straight, you may not be going perfectly straight. The road might be off by, 0.05 degrees or something. I think our...
Like you're driving around here. LOL.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? This looks a lot like around here. Yeah. Very much so. Okay, so here I think... I don't even think I tagged the plant. Did I tag the plant? Yes, that big green stripe over there, that's or a cylindrical light feature. That shows that that's where we need to deliver this these packages. I tell you, driving in real life though, like real driving, is a lot easier than this. Oh my goodness, so much easier. I'm tempted to buy myself a steering wheel for doing this, right? This and the few other games that I. Oh shit! Just gotta go up there. Back it up, Marty. Back it up. Back it up. Hopefully, there's nobody behind you. Oh, okay. So that's spongy. My pickup arm just went right through the telephone pole there, and that's fine because that's not the case everywhere. I don't know if it would hook up on the fence there. Let's go this way. I'm guessing they're expecting me to dump inside the green cylinder of light. Oh crap, that's a platform. I don't know where the dumping side is. Is it this side or the other side? I don't know. I'm going to try here, see what happens. Worst comes to worst, we can pick it all up. And yeah, these stations here, these dumping stations, are not the most intuitive. Okay, so let's see. Let's back it up a little bit. Let's see what happens if we dump it right there. So, unload the bales. Now, that's the first stage. When I go unload bales here, if this is the actual place to dump them, they will disappear as they go off the wagon. So let's see. And that does not appear to be the case. Dagnabbit. So now I gotta go and pick all these up again, because we're in the wrong place here. Shit. Yeah, so like I said, it's hard to say exactly where I'm supposed to dump these. It's hard to know. So what I got to do now is I got to go and pick these up. Because of course, if you look at your contract, it's only 20% done, right? Take the bales to the biogas plant. So 20% done means it's mowed and all the bales are done. But they haven't been delivered. So now I got to do this shtick all over again, which is to pick up all the bales. And dump them somewhere else. And I don't know where that somewhere else is at this point. I might have to dump it right inside that green circle, I don't know.
What is this, a coma con stream? LOL.
Coma? Could be. It's pretty chill, that's for sure. There's no Fortnite going on here, that's for sure. Or Fallout, for that matter. Fallout's tomorrow, not tomorrow. Maybe Borderlands tomorrow. That's always fun. Comic-Con. Comic-Con. Yeah, Comic-Con was fun on the weekend. Comic-Con's always fun. Oh, of course I can't see that, right? I can't get at that. So what do I gotta do? I gotta come around more this way. Is that it? Push it off the ramp. And then pick it up. There you go. Okay. Now, I'm going to try this again. I'm going to try dumping him inside that circle. Because intuitively, that's what you would think you need to do, right? That's why they put the circle there, right? And now I can't move it. You would think that appears to be what you would think that you'd have to do. So let's go ahead and put the thing in unloading position. If this doesn't work, I'm going to be at a bit of a bind. It's not working. This did not work either. I'll be damned. I guess you have to get up on the other side next to these big green bins. It's the only thing I can see. That's the only thing I can see. Because that would be the composting bins, I guess. That's where the silage would need to go. It's not very intuitive, though. I'm not very impressed with this. So now I got to turn around and go and pick up all those bales again and dump them up here somehow. I'm guessing. I'm guessing again because I don't know. Let's take just a quick look at our, you know what, let's bring him home. He's done. I'm going to check in on my plowing contract too. Just for shits and giggles. Almost took the fender off that nice white car. Trees. Trees are my nemesis. You guys want to hear the noise of the tractor? There. I can do without it, but that's it. I don't know which ones are the loudest. Harvesters, maybe. Now, I have a bale wagon to slide in next to us there. Okay, so there's our plowing contract. He's probably halfway done now. Now we're going to have to go up here and pick up all our bales. Hopefully we can do that without too much pain. Supposed to be warmer here the rest of the week. Is it? Yeah. Yeah, it's been unseasonably cool here the last couple of days.
Supposed to be warmer here the rest of the week.
I mean, it's not bad during the day if it's not raining, but overnight, oof, cool overnight, very cool. Quite cool overnight. So I'm going to try on the other side of those green bins. I'm hoping that's where they need to go. So Ed, how many fish did you catch? Oh, let's pick that up. Let's get out of here then. All right, now I'm thinking the only other option is up here. So let's get
How
up.
many fish?
Yeah, how many fish did you catch? You did the expedition, didn't you? Did you not do the No Man's Sky expedition? It's the only other place I can see putting these bands.
Yep, all done.
Right. And let's go. See, they're disappearing now. So this is the place to put them. Okay, great. Awesome. Contract on field 9 finished. $9,000 worth of sold bales. That is our income for having excess bales, right? Not a lot, but still.
Caught a bunch on my main save today.
Did you? Yeah. Some of them are worth a bit, eh? Not a lot, but if you catch S and A class fish, they can be worth hundreds of thousands. But you're probably not going to catch a lot of them, right? That's the thing. So it's probably not a, hard and fast money-making scheme. The big money-making scheme in that game is still crashed interceptors. But that's not like you don't do that immediately at the beginning of the game. You're a couple hours in at least before you can start harvesting crashed interceptors, if not more. Okay, so we bring our wagon back. Oh, stop. We got a stop sign, so we should stop. Unlike the people at the other intersection.
100K. Waving hand sign.
Lost Ranger, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. Watching Rob and VG do their Fallout stuff. Actually, Rob wasn't doing Fallout. What was he doing? He was doing Star Wars. Something Star Wars. Sounded like he was a little frustrated with the process there. It's not all that intuitive, eh? Sort of like this dumping of the bales here that I just did.
Was busy, but in 76 currently now.
Right on. Time to relax, eh?
Well, my main save bank is full and have like 5 billion in the freighter, over 13 million nanites, and 170K in quicksilver.
Yes, boy. That's full. Yeah, that's a good balance on your account for sure. I don't know what my main save has. It's similar to that, but I don't play a lot on my main save anymore. My main save is like, what, 4 years old now? 4 years old, and it's got a couple of hundred hours on it, maybe. A couple of hundred hours in-game hours. I'm sure there's 1,000 hours on it for sure in my real-time hours. So let's put this thing back. Gonna take a big wide turn to avoid... Nope, not going to avoid it. Knocked over the stop sign. I was trying to take a big wide turn to avoid the trailer hitting the stop sign, but fail. I should get some... I'm looking at getting some of those redeemables in Streamlabs. Wah, wah, wah. You know, those kind of... When I do stuff like that, it's just going to be a redeem fail or whatever, right? 2,300 hours, yeah. Yeah.
Mine has over 2,300 hours on my main save. It is the one I scanned fauna on.
So how do you know how much time you got on the main save? Do you only have one main save? Do you only have one save, or? Obviously not. You must have at least started other saves for the other expeditions and stuff. I mean, Steam tells you how much time you've played in the game, but that's not the same thing as although the start menu also tells you how much time you have in game. Don't tell me you got 2,300 hours on the start menu in your main save. That's outrageous. That's incredible. Okay, so this guy is just plowing along here. He's he's gonna do that. He's gonna do what he does. We'll let him finish up, and let's see. One more contract. What other contracts are there? Oh, the plowing contract is still going on. The baling contract we just finished. We can collect that, $9,680. We didn't borrow any gear for that, so that should go straight into our account up there, $9,680. Now there's not a lot in our account because we just purchased a piece of land.
On my Xbox. Hours played on each save.
Okay.
Total hours is almost 3,000.
Okay. Fair enough. So yeah, our total income right now was drawn down because we bought this field of what did we say was on this field? Barley? Yeah. Bought this barley because we can feed it to the chickens. And we've done a few contracts. We've done harvesting. We harvested the red beets on this field. That should show harvested now. It should be in purple. Yes, it is. This field here is being plowed. So it's turning from harvested, the light purple, to the dark purple, which is plowed. And what else did we do this evening? We...
if you look at your saves, it should show the hours played on each save.
Yeah, it shows in-game hours, but I'm not sure it shows you like total hours, because your in-game hours don't include like your time in the escape menus and stuff like that, right? That's when you see the guys doing the speed runs, it takes them well over an hour to do the speed run, but their in-game hour can be less than an hour, right? That's because they're in the menus a little bit, looking what they need to do, you know, and all that business, right? Yeah, so we did a baling contract, we did a harvesting contract, we're doing a plowing contract. Let's see, plowing, cultivating. Cultivating, field 53. Where's field 53? Must be close to field 52, right? You would think. Yeah, it's right over here on the end. That's a pretty big one too, and I suspect that one would take a while too, seeing as how big the field is. Let's see, plowing, sowing.
No, you can see total hours on the Xbox app. Well, I can. LOL.
Okay, so maybe I can see it there too. Although I did not buy No Man's Sky through Xbox. I bought it through Steam, so it's hard to say. I don't think it doesn't show me the hours for each save on Steam. It shows me the total hours for the whole game. And well, let's just take a quick look and see what that is. My No Man's Sky total is just under 6,000 hours so far in whatever 3 or 4 years I've been doing it. Should I do a spraying contract? Field 57. How big is it? That's this one. It's a little oddly shaped. Okay, what is the sprayer he's showing me here?
Know the hours for each save shows on the save.
Yeah, in the game, each save shows you the hours, but it doesn't show you the total hours. It shows you the in-game hours, which does not include the time you are in the menus, the escape menus, looking at the various flora, fauna, minerals, the logs, all that stuff. It does not include all that time. I can guarantee you that the time that it shows for each save in my No Man's Sky is a lot less than the 6,000 hours that Steam shows me for the whole game. But Steam doesn't break down the game into the saves. It just the whole game, right? So I don't really have any way of knowing how many total hours I have for each save. I have the number of hours in game. I think my main save is 320 something hours or something like that. But I have several other saves that are well up into the hundreds, if not the 200 hours each. And I'm out of saves. Every time every time a new expedition comes up, I have to delete one of my saves. I have a repository of saves for each all the expeditions going back to I think Expedition 6 right now. And that might be the next save I have to delete for the next expedition that comes out. Anyway, we got a plowing contract here for $21,641. I did borrow the equipment, so we have to go down to the shop. I did borrow the equipment, didn't I?
Well, looking at my Xbox, it says total time played on save 2,320 on main save.
That's a lot of time on one save. Wow. That's a lot of time, Ed. Okay, so that contract is not valid because it's not showing up here. It must have been done by AI or something. I'm going to try a sewing contract. Let's see, field 16. Field 16 is this guy. And what are they asking to be done? Sowing wheat. I'll bite. We'll borrow the items for that. I don't have a sower. I was talking about buying one though, wasn't I? I was talking about buying a machine for sewing. Not a sewing machine. I was talking about buying one of these seeders, not a sower, a seeder. I was talking about buying a seeder that you can also use to... crap, they're all over 100,000, the ones I'm looking at. Dang. This is the one he's lending me. Yeah, so I'll have to borrow his equipment. I mean, that's fine. We'll do it that way. Okay, sowing field 16. We'll borrow the gear. Plowing, sowing. Okay, so that's it there. We should have our equipment down at the shop right here. There's the tractor, and there's the sewing machine. The only thing, the seeder sewing machine. It's not a sewing machine, right? Come on, man. The only thing is we got to buy the seed, because if you hook up, you see the sewing machine. The seeder is empty, so you got to actually buy the seed to sow, which is kind of a bit of a rip-off. Pallets, bags of seeds. Let's start with 4. That's 5. Hang on now. Let's start with 5. That's not going to be worth it. Seed cost 4,000. How much is he paying me for the contract? Oh my God, it's only going to be like a $10,000 contract when all is said and done. Assuming I don't put an AI on it to spend more money. Okay, let's fill up the seeder. 1 bag fills it up 70%. Okay, that means it takes 6 bags. There's a third of it. Yeah, 6,000 liters, I'm guessing, that this seeder takes. Oh, too far away. We're going to have 5,000 liters of seeds. And then we'll go up and, where is that field exactly? Field 16. Okay. We can go up through the horse barn, turn left after the tree line, and it's the one in the middle here. Okay, let's try that. See how I am with directions. I'm usually pretty good with directions, but see how it goes. Nobody T-boning us there that time. Good. Good to see. Now these cedars, this is a fairly big cedar. It should be able to cover a pretty good swath of the field. We'll see how it goes here. And the thing is, you can't borrow just the cedar. You can lease a cedar for your, and just like we did with that harvester earlier, we can lease equipment to do that. Use our own tractor, but lease the cedar. We could have done that. That might have been slightly less expensive, actually. I haven't done a whole lot of comparative studies on, what's the cheapest way to do this or whatever. It'd be interesting to know. Okay, so we're going to make a beeline for the tree line. We're going to make a beeline for the tree line. Right over here. And right on the other side of the tree line, we're going to take a left. So the field of red beets that we harvested is directly in front of us. And yeah, that would have been extremely time consuming had we continued to do it with the farmer's default equipment. That I can assure you. Okay, so our field is up as the one after this one. It's the one in white. So it has been limed. There is lime on this field. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and throw some wheat seed on it. And we can tell that it's wheat seed because that's what's selected there. So let's unfold the seeder, and let's just see exactly how big. Okay, we're gonna have to push this thing off to the left. Yeah, absolutely. Probably over like this. Something like, no, even more. So something like that, maybe. Okay, that'll work. Lower the seeder, turn the seeder on. He did say wheat, eh? Let's just double check that. We don't want to be seeding the wrong crop. Sowing wheat on field 16. Okay, that's what's selected there. Okay, let's turn the seeder on and off we go. We're going to turn the AI on for this one as well. That's a fairly wide swath that this guy's doing, so that's pretty good. I like that. I like this seeder, actually. What was it? The Lemco? It's the blue one. This guy. Lemkin. Yeah, you can get pretty expensive. This is a good one, I think. There's a 6 meter wide swath. There are some that will do more, that will do wider. There's a 15 meter wide swath, but this one does not. See how this one does? Possibility direct seed, no previous cultivating or plowing necessary. This one does not do that. This one does. It's only 8 meters as well. This one is 6 meters. $159,000, $110,000. That's probably your best bargain right there. This one does direct seeding as well. Very expensive. 22 meters. 400,000, 30 meters. Yeah, so you can see the price is commensurate with the width of the field that it can sow crops onto. This will work. This works pretty good. Okay, so strategy for next time. Let's see. We got our plowing done here. We got our seeding contract here. So today has been a lot about contracts. We haven't done anything with our chickens. There's two ways to do that. You can go into your menu here and see what animals you own. We own 60. We bought 60 chicks and 66-month-old hens last time. They basically haven't grown because we haven't passed on to the next month yet. So I may change that. I may change the duration of the months and the length of days. It depends. You should set it to what you need in order to get the things done that you need to do to advance in the game, like to gather your enough resources to buy the equipment that you need to do what you're going to be doing, and the fields that you're going to need for growing the crops that you need. If for example, for us, for chickens, they eat wheat and they eat I think it was, what did we say, barley? What did we say? Wheat, barley, and sorghum is what the chickens eat. So we actually bought a field of barley up here. Field number 9 on this map. It's field number 5. And it is barley. So the chickens will eat that. When it comes time to harvest it, we'll just throw it into the silo. We can throw it directly into the chicken barn, but And of course, when you harvest it and it's in your wagon, you can come over here and dump it right into the chicken barn. This little icon right here, that's the dump station. So you back up your trailer to this, and it dumps whatever product you're feeding your chickens right here. This barn does not need to be watered, so you don't need water. You don't need to be trucking water to it constantly. And if you want to buy more chickens, well, you can go in here and buy more chickens. Or conversely, you can also sell your chickens. So on the right side is what we have, that's the chickens we have, 120 chickens. And on the right side is the dealer. And of course we can, we can select up to 60 chickens at a time that we can buy, right? Or, like I said, we can select whatever number of chickens that we want and sell them. So select that and see you can sell your chickens here in this interface as well. And if you want to get all lovey-dovey with your chickens, then of course you can go ahead and do that, right? The animations are a little bit kind of weird, and the chickens go through each other and so on and so forth, and they go through some of the stuff, but whatever. There's the little hole they used to get on the other side there. I don't think I've ever seen the chickens come outside the barn though. They do roam around in here. Some of them. Some of them stay in the barn. Some of them stay out there or go out there. And yeah, and this is what they produce. They produce eggs. Let's see, owned by you, mass. So we have 178 eggs right now. And of course, if we wanted to know how much that's worth, all we need to do is go back into our trusty graph here. So we can sell 1,000 liters of eggs for just over $2,000 at the fast food restaurant. Now you're wondering, how many liters of eggs is 178? Well, each egg is a liter, so it takes 1,000 eggs to make 1,000 liters. So each egg is worth what, $2? That's expensive. Sounds expensive. But that's kind of what it is. Each egg is a liter. 2,000 eggs is 2,000 liters. 1,000 eggs is 1,000 liters. Okay. How are we doing for time? 9:45. Time flies when you're playing this game too. If we were still harvesting with that crappy in-game harvester that the contractor gave us, we'd still be doing that. And we'd still be riding our trailer, or tractor with the trailer up next to the what's going on here? Let's clean our tractor. It's dirty. It's very dirty. You do not have to clean the other side. Strange as that sounds, it is what it is. Okay. See? All clean. All shiny, just like new. You know what? I'm going to leave it here under the tree. Okay, so here's our cedar. He's doing a lot faster. He's going a lot faster than the
Where's the guns?
where the guns. The guns are in the at the homestead, just in case, in case we get belligerent freeloaders coming around, taking the apples off our trees and stuff, right? Oh yeah, and you can plant apple orchards. So if that's the way we were wanting to go, of course you could do that, right? Let's see, where is it? Here, I think, isn't it? Silo production orchards. Yeah, so we got the mods for apples, for pears, for apricots, for plums. What else we got? That's it. Nothing else. We got grapes, olives, and all that stuff, all that good stuff. So yeah, we could do that if we wanted, and we might. Stick around. The upcoming streams will, well, we'll try to do something different every stream, or slightly different, depending on how things go here. We're not making money hand over fist, so that's, it is what it is, right? Yeah, so this plow here is, well, he's probably over 80% done. That's a contract, so we should be able to tell just by looking here. Yeah, he's 85% done. The sewing is 40% done. Of course, that's the other guy, right? This guy. And yeah, so this is our homestead. We did, I mentioned earlier that we did get some silage. It was at 43% fermented when we looked at it at the beginning. It's now up to 54%. So maybe next time this will have completely fermented. And well, let's just have a look. When is the best time to sell silage? And we can check that. We can check what the price is currently, right? Almost just under $300 at the biogas plant. It goes up to $340 maximum in January. So right now we're in September or something like that. So it's down, the price is down here. Now, as you can see, the price of silage does not fluctuate a great amount, right? So it probably doesn't matter a whole lot if you wait, unless you got 1,000 bales. Then you're probably talking some significant, a significant hit if you were to sell it in, for example, August or July or August as opposed to January, right? But if you're only selling under 100 bales at a time, probably not going to make a big difference. So, and yeah, so there's the other crop that we had. We have 16,000 liters of canola. And again, December is the best time to sell that. $1,300. And currently, canola is going for $1,100 and change. $11.62 at the oil mill. So, $150 more per liter, per 1,000 liters, sorry. So that would work out to what? $2,400 more for our crop if we wait till December. Again, not a huge amount. We are here right now, so we're about halfway up the price scale, right? As opposed to $878, which is on the bottom, and $1,300, which is on top. We might be a little bit higher than halfway up the scale. We're probably closer to here. Still, if you wait for your crop to be at maximum price, you'll get the maximum amount of profit from it. So our wheat, again, most expensive in January, gives us the most return on our investment in January. Right now it's worth $5.68 at the grain mill. So we're probably down here somewhere, right? That's the kind of decisions that you've got to kind of weigh. You know, do I want to sell it now because I need money? Do I want to wait because I want to make more money? You know, that kind of thing, right? So here's our two contracts. Our plowing contract is, well, it's getting done. It's probably, what we say, almost 90% done now. Just about. And the sowing contract, the seeding contract is 55% done. So next time, we may be doing more contracts next time because I can't see myself doing any big land purchases in the short term. We just bought a field of barley here for our chickens, right here, and we don't probably have, $56,000. That's probably not enough to buy you a whole lot of land. The idea behind that is that you could buy a piece of land, harvest the material, sell it, and then sell the land back. And every time you do that, you're making profit on the material that you're harvesting and selling, right? But the problem right now is that a lot of the stuff that is being harvested is things that we don't have a harvester for, such as parsnip right here and carrots down here, right? If you look at everything that's orange or yellow, it's the parsnip and the carrots. There's a grass field down here, but aside from that, it's all parsnip and carrots. There's a couple of things that are coming up in the harvest season. Everything that's dark green is going to be getting harvested short term, like in the next month, maybe. Month in the game. So we're in September. It's going to get harvested in October. So again, red beets here. That's a huge field of red beets. What I'm probably going to do there is, if that comes up on contract, I'll probably lease the equipment again, just like we did on field 12. And this is going to take no time at all, right? And it's probably going to be a very, very lucrative contract. What else we got? We got 17 and 18. We have red beets. We have, I think this is soybeans, and this is corn. Is it not? Yeah, that's corn. The corn is going to be coming up. So these four fields over here, 30, 33, 36, 50, and 57, probably. 50 is coming up sooner. Yeah, 30, 33, 57 probably the following month. So all of that stuff is going to be coming up for harvest, and so as long as it's up on contract, we can pick up the contracts, make a little extra money for the excess product, and the money for the contracts. That'll all add to our total, which we can then go ahead and put down on more equipment that will allow us to do contracts without having to lease any further equipment and so on. Now, leasing, I said earlier about not having done any comparative studies on, leasing versus borrowing equipment or having your own or whatever. Leasing does cost money. I think next time, if we do another harvesting contract, we'll look at what the farmer charges for us to borrow his gear, and then we'll look at what it costs for us to lease, at least, if not much better gear, like unrealistic gear that will allow us to do the contract much, much quicker. And then we'll go from there. So, yeah, pretty good day. I mean, we got, what, 3, 4, 5 contracts in or something like that. So there's a couple still going on here. We'll let them roll. And, yeah. And it's only 2:18 in the afternoon. So in-game, what, 6 hours? 6 in-game hours. I think the time in the game is moving, I think, twice as fast as normal time. Is that here? Yeah, time scale 2x. So basically I've been on stream for 3 hours and 6 hours of in-game time has elapsed. It was we started at 8:30 in the morning. It's going to be 2:30 in the afternoon here in the game. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff done this day. So on that note, I'd like to thank you all for coming around, keeping me company for the up to 3 hours that this show has been on the road. I really appreciate you all. Thank you for your company. Thank you for your comments, your interaction. And yeah, so we'll see you next time. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. And have a great rest.
Night and a good day tomorrow.
Likewise to you, Ed. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. Your day, wherever it is that you are. And yeah, see you next time. Ciao, everybody. Take care.